Act 3 of Hänsel and Gretel, a fairy opera in 3 acts. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Hänsel and Gretel, a fairy opera in 3 acts, by Adelheid Wette and Engelbert Humperdinck. Act 3. The Witch's House. Scene 1. The curtain rises. Scene the same as the end of Act 2. The background is still hidden in mist, which gradually rises during the following. The angels have vanished. Morning is breaking. The dawn fairy steps forward and shakes dewdrops from a bluebell over the sleeping children. Dewman, Dawn Fairy.
I'm up with early dawning, and know who loves the morning. Who'll rise fresh as a daisy? Who'll sink in slumber lazy? Ding dong, and with the golden light of day, I chase the fading night away. Fresh dew around me shaking, and hill and dale awaking. Then up with all your powers, enjoy the morning hours, the scent of trees and flowers. Then up, ye sleepers, awaken, the rosy dawn is smiling. Then up, ye sleepers, awake, awake.
Hurries off singing. The children begin to stir. Gretel rubs her eyes, looks around her and raises herself a little, whilst Hänsel turns over on the other side to go to sleep again.
Where am I? Waking, or do I dream? How come I in the wood to lie? High in the branches I hear a gentle twittering. Birds are beginning to sing so sweetly. From early dawn they are all awake, and warble their morning hymn of praise. Dear little singers, good morning.
Turns to Hänsel.
See there, the sleepy lazybones. Wait now, I'll wake him. Tirraly-early, it's getting late. Tirraly-early, it's getting late. The lark his flight is winging, on high his matins singing. Tirraly-early, tirraly-early.
Hänsel suddenly jumps up with a start.
Kikeriki, it's early yet. Kikeriki, it's early yet. Yes, the day is dawning. Awake, for it is morning. Kikeriki, kikeriki, I feel so well, I know not why. I never slept so well. No, not I.
But listen, Hans, here 'neath the tree, a wondrous dream was sent to me.
Really, I too had a dream.
I fancied I heard a murmuring and rushing, as though the angels in heaven were singing. Rosy clouds above me were floating, hovering and floating in the distance away. Sudden, all around a light was streaming, rays of glory from heaven beaming, and a golden ladder saw I descending, angels adown it gliding, such lovely angels, with shining golden wings.
14 angels there must have been.
And did you also behold all this?
Truly, 'twas wondrous fair, and upward I saw them float.
He turns towards the background. At this moment, the last remains of the mist clear away. In place of the fir trees is seen the witch's house at the Ilsenstein, shining in the rays of the rising sun. A little distance off, to the left, is an oven. Opposite this, on the right, a large cage, both joined to the witch's house by a fence of gingerbread figures. Scene 2. Gretel holds Hänsel back in astonishment.
Stand still! Be still!
Oh, heaven! What wondrous place is this? As ne'er in all my life have I seen.
Gretel gradually regains her self-possession.
What odor delicious! Oh, say, do I dream?
A cottage all made of chocolate cream, the roof is all covered with Turkish delight, the windows with luster of sugar are white, and on all the gables the raisins invite. And think, all around is a gingerbread hedge. Oh, magic castle, how nice you'd be to eat! Where hides the princess who has so great a treat? Ah, could she but visit our little cottage bare, she'd ask us to dinner, her dainties to share.
Hänsel, after a while.
No sound do I hear. No, nothing is stirring. Come, let's go inside.
Gretel, pulling him back, horrified.
Are you senseless? Hänsel, however can you make so bold? Who knows who may live there in that lovely house?
Oh, look, do look how the house seems to smile. Ah, the angels did our footsteps beguile.
The angels? Yes, it must be so.
Yes, Gretel, the angels are beckoning us in. Come, let's nibble a bit on the cottage.
Come, let's nibble
it, like two mice persevering.
They hop along, hand in hand, towards the back of the stage, then stand still, and then steal along cautiously on tiptoe to the house. After some hesitation, Hänsel breaks off a bit of cake from the right-hand corner. Scene 3. A voice from the house.
Nibble, nibble, mousekin, who's nibbling at my housekin? Who's nibbling at my housekin?
Hänsel starts, and in his fright lets the piece of cake fall.
Oh, did you hear?
Gretel, somewhat timidly.
The wind.
The wind! The heavenly wind!
Gretel picks up the piece of cake and tastes it.
Mmm.
Hänsel, looking longingly at Gretel.
Do you like it?
Gretel lets Hänsel bite it.
Just taste and try it.
Hänsel lays his hand on his breast in rapture. Gretel, ditto.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh,
oh, cake most delicious. Some more I must take.
It's really like heaven to eat such plum cake.
Oh, how good, how sweet, how tasty.
How tasty, how sweet. It's p'raps the house of the sweetie maker.
Hi, sweetie maker, have a care. A little mouse your sweeties would share.
He breaks a big piece of cake off the wall.
Nibble, nibble, mousekin, who's nibbling at my housekin?
The wind, the heavenly wind.
The upper part of the house door opens gently, and the witch's head is seen at it. The children at first do not see her, and go on feasting merrily.
Wait, you gobbling mousekin. Here comes the cat from the housekin.
Hänsel taking another bite.
Eat what you please and leave me in peace.
Gretel snatches the piece from his hand.
Don't be unkind, Sir Wind. Sir Wind.
Hänsel takes it back from her.
Heavenly wind, I take what I find.
The witch, who had meanwhile opened the hall door, and had been warily stealing up to the children, throws a rope round the neck of Hänsel, who, without any misgivings, turns his back to her. Hänsel, horror-struck.
Let go! Who are you? Let me go!
The witch, drawing the children towards her.
Angels both, and goosey ganders.
Caresses the children.
You've come to visit me, that is sweet, you charming children, so nice to eat.
Hänsel makes despairing efforts to free himself.
Who are you, ugly one? Let me go!
Now, darling, don't you give yourself airs. Dear heart, what makes you say such things? I am Rosina Daintymouth, and dearly love my fellow man. I'm artless as a newborn child. That's why the children to me are so dear, so dear, so dear, so charming to eat.
Caresses Hänsel. Hänsel turning roughly away.
Go! Get you gone from my sight! I loathe you quite!
These dainty morsels I'm really gloating on, and you, my little maiden, I'm doting on. Come, little mousie, come into my housie, Come with me, my precious. I'll give you sweetmeats delicious, of chocolate, tarts, and marzipan. You shall both eat all you can, and wedding cake and strawberry ices, blancmange and everything else that nice is, and raisins and almonds, and peaches and citrons are waiting. You'll both find it quite captivating. Yes, quite captivating.
I won't come with you, hideous fright. You are quite too friendly.
See, how sly. Dear children, you really may trust me in this, and living with me will be perfect bliss. Come, little mousie, come into my housie. Come with me, my precious. I'll give you sweetmeats delicious.
But say, what will you with my brother do?
Well, I'll feed and fatten him up well with every sort of dainty delicious, to make him tender and tasty, and if he's brave and patient too, and docile and obedient like a lamb, then, Hänsel, I'll whisper it you, I'll have a great treat in store for you.
Then speak out loud and whisper not. What is the great treat in store for me?
Yes, my dear children, hearing and sight in this great pleasure will disappear quite.
Both my hearing and seeing are good. You better take care you do me no harm. Gretel, trust not her flattering words. Come, sister, come, let's run away.
He has, in the meantime, got out of the rope and runs with Gretel to the foreground. Here they are stopped by the witch, who imperiously raises against them both a stick which hangs at her girdle, with repeated gestures of spellbinding.
Hold!
The stage becomes gradually darker.
Hocus pocus witch's charm, move not as you fear my arm, back or forward do not try, fix it you are by the evil eye, head and shoulders fixed awry, hocus pocus, now comes jocus, children watch the magic head, eyes are staring, dull as lead, now you atom, off to bed.
Fresh gestures. Then she leads Hänsel, who is gazing fixedly at the illuminated head, into the stable, and shuts the lattice door upon him.
Hocus pocus, bonus jocus, malus locus, hocus pocus, bonus jocus, malus locus.
The stage gradually becomes lighter, whilst the light of the magic head diminishes. The witch, contentedly to Gretel, who still stands there motionless.
Now, Gretel, be obedient and wise, while Hänsel's growing fat and nice. We'll feed him up, you'll see my reason, and with sweet almonds and raisins season. I'll go indoors, the things to prepare, and you remain here where you are.
She grins as she holds up her finger warningly and goes into the house. Gretel, stiff and motionless.
Oh, what a horrid witch she is.
Gretel, shush! Don't speak so loud. Be very sharp. Watch well and see whatever she may do to me. Pretend to do all she commands. Oh, there she's coming back. Shh, hush!
The witch comes out, satisfies herself that Gretel is still standing motionless, and then spreads before Hänsel almonds and raisins from a basket.
Now, little man, come, prithee, enjoy yourself.
Sticking a raisin into Hänsel's mouth.
Eat, minion, eat or die. Here are cakes, oh, so nice.
Turns to Gretel and disenchants her with a juniper branch.
Hocus pocus, elder bush, rigid body loosen, hush.
Gretel moves again.
Now up and move again, bright and blithesome. Limbs are become again supple and lithesome. Go, my poppet, go, my pet. You the table now shalt set. Little knife, little fork, little dish, little plate, little serviette for my little mate. Now get everything ready and nice, or else I shall lock you up too in a trice.
She threatens and titters. Gretel hurries off. The witch to Hänsel, who pretends to be asleep.
The fool is slumbering. It does seem queer how youth can sleep and have no fear. Well, sleep away, you simple sheep. Soon you will sleep your last long sleep. But first with Gretel I'll begin. Of you, dear maiden, I will dine. You are so tender, plump, and good, just the thing for witches' food.
She opens the oven door and sniffs in it, her face lighted up by the deep red glare of the fire.
The dough has risen, so we'll go on preparing. Hark, how the sticks in the fire are crackling.
She pushes a couple more faggots under. The fire flames up and then dies down again. The witch rubbing her hands with glee.
Yes, Gretel mine, how well of you I'll dine. See, see, oh, how sly! When in the oven she's peeping, quickly behind her I'm creeping. One little push, bang goes the door, clang! Then soon will Gretel be just done to a T. And when from the oven I take her, she'll look like a cake from the baker, by magic fire red, changed into gingerbread. See, see how sly!
In her wild delight, she seizes a broomstick and begins to ride upon it.
So, hop, 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 gallop, lop, lop, my broomstick nag, come, do not lag.
She rides excitedly round on the broomstick.
At dawn of day I ride away, am here and there and everywhere.
She rides again. Gretel, meanwhile, is watching at the window.
At midnight hour, when none can know, to join the witches' dance I go, and 3 and 4 are witches' lore, and 5 and 6 are witches' tricks, and 9 is 1, and 10 is none, and 7 is nil, or what she will, and thus they ride till dawn of day.
Hopping madly along, she rides to the back of the stage and vanishes for a time behind the cottage. Here the witch becomes visible again. She comes to the foreground, where she suddenly pulls up and dismounts.
Prrr, broomstick, hee!
She hobbles back to the stable and tickles Hänsel with a birch twig till he awakes.
Up, awake, my mannikin young! Come, show to me your tongue.
Hänsel puts his tongue out. The witch smacks with her tongue.
Dainty morsel, little toothsome mannikin, come, now let me see your thumb.
Hänsel pokes out a small bone.
Gemini, oh ho! Oh, how scraggy, how lean! Urchin, you're a scraggy one, as bad as a skeleton.
Calls.
Maiden, Gretel,
Gretel appears at the door.
bring some raisins and almonds sweet. Hänsel wants some more to eat.
Gretel runs into the house and returns immediately with a basket full of almonds and raisins.
Here are the almonds.
Whilst the witch is feeding Hänsel, Gretel gets behind her and makes the gestures of disenchantment with the juniper branch.
Hocus pocus, elder bush, rigid body loosen, hush!
The witch turning suddenly around.
What were you saying, little goose?
Only, much good may it do to Hans.
Eh?
Much good may it do to Hans.
My little miss, I'll stop your mouth with this.
Sticks are raising into Gretel's mouth.
Eat, minion, eat or die. Here are cakes, oh so nice.
She opens the oven door. The heat has apparently diminished. Meanwhile, Hänsel makes violent signs to Gretel. Hänsel softly opening the stable door.
Sister dear, oh beware!
The witch looking greedily at Gretel.
She makes my mouth water, this pretty little daughter. Come, Gretel mine, sugar maiden mine.
Gretel comes towards her.
Peep in the oven, be steady. See if the gingerbread's ready. Carefully look, pet, whether it's cooked yet. But if it wants more, shut quick the door.
Gretel hesitates. Hänsel slipping out of the stable.
Sister dear, have a care!
Gretel making herself out very awkward.
I don't understand what I have to do.
Just stand on tiptoe, head bending forward. Try it, I pray. It's merely play.
Hänsel pulling Gretel back by her frock.
Sister dear, now take care!
I'm such a goose. Don't understand. You'll have to show me how to stand on tiptoe.
The witch makes a movement of impatience.
Do as I say, it's merely play.
She begins creeping up to the oven, muttering all the time, and just as she is bending over it, Hänsel and Gretel give her a good push, which sends her toppling over into it, upon which they quickly shut the door. Hänsel and Gretel mocking her.
Then one little push, bang goes the door clang. You not Gretel, then will be just done to a T.
Hänsel and Gretel fall into one another's arms.
Hooray! Now sing, the witch is dead, really dead, no more to dread. Hooray! Now sing, the witch is still, deathly still, we can eat our fill. Now all the spell is o'er, really o'er, we fear no more.
They seize each other's hands.
Yes, let us happy be, dancing so merrily. Now the old witch is gone, we'll have no end of fun. Hey, hurrah, hurrah! Hip hurrah, hip hurrah, hurrah!
They take each other round the waist and waltz together, first in the front of the stage, and then gradually in the direction of the witch's house. When they get there, Hänsel breaks loose from Gretel and rushes into the house, shutting the door after him. Then, from the upper window, he throws down apples, pears, oranges, gilded nuts, and all kinds of sweetmeats into Gretel's outstretched apron. Meanwhile, the oven begins cracking loudly, and the flames burn high. Then there is a loud crash, and the oven falls thundering into bits. Hänsel and Gretel, who in their terror let their sweetmeats all fall down, hurry towards the oven startled, and stand there motionless. Their astonishment increases when they become aware of a troop of children around them, whose disguise of cakes has fallen from them.
There, see those little children dear. I wonder how they all came here.
Scene 4. The gingerbread children, motionless and with closed eyes, as the cake figures were before.
We're saved, we're freed, forevermore.
Your eyes are shut. Pray, who are you? You're sleeping, and yet you're singing too.
Oh, touch us, we pray, that we may all awake.
Oh, touch them for me, I dare not try.
Yes, let me stroke this innocent face.
She caresses the nearest child, who opens its eyes and smiles.
Oh, touch me too, oh, touch me too, that I also may awake.
Gretel goes and caresses all the rest of the children, who open their eyes and smile without moving. Meanwhile, Hänsel seizes the juniper branch.
Hocus pocus, elder bush, rigid body, loosen, hush!
Some of the children jump up and hurry towards Hänsel and Gretel from all sides.
We thank, we thank you both. The spell is broke, and we are free. We'll sing and we'll dance and we'll shout for glee. Come, children all, and form a ring. Join hands together while we sing, and sing in spring, then dance and sing. For cakes and all good things we bring, then sing in spring, then dance and sing. That through the wood our song of praise may sound, and echo repeated all around. We thank, we thank, we thank.
The angels whispered in dreams to us in silent night what this happy, happy day has brought tonight.
4 gingerbread children at a time surround Hänsel and Gretel and bow gracefully to them.
Ye angels, who have watched o'er our steps and led them right, we thank for all our joy and wondrous delight.
The gingerbread children who all press round Hänsel and Gretel to shake hands with them.
We'll thank you both all our life.
Father behind the scene.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la, we're our children only here. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la.
The father appears in the background with the mother and stops when he sees the children.
Oh, why, they're really there.
Last scene. Hänsel running towards them. Gretel the same.
Father, mother!
Father, mother!
Children dear!
Oh, welcome, poor children innocent.
Joyfully embracing. Meanwhile, 2 of the boys have dragged the witch, in the form of a big gingerbread cake, out of the ruins of the magic oven. At the sight of her, they all burst into a shout of joy. The boys place the witch in the middle of the stage.
Children, see the wonder wrought, how the witch herself was caught, unaware, in the snare, laid for you with cunning rare.
See the wonder wrought, how the witch herself was caught, unaware, in the snare, laid for us with cunning rare.
The 2 boys drag the witch in the cottage.
Such is heaven's chastisement, evil works will have an end. When past bearing is our grief, then 'tis heaven will send us sure relief. When past bearing is our grief,
When past bearing is our grief,
then 'tis heaven will send relief.
Then 'tis heaven will send relief.
End of Act 3. End of Hänsel and Gretel, a fairy opera in 3 acts. By Adelheid Wette and Engelbert Humperdinck.